welcome back to the channel. I'm now taking over. I was having a nice sleep on the floor because, you know, it's very hot today. It's 38 degrees and I did a motorbike test this morning. I woke up to 6 missed calls from Stephen. The Patrol has no clutch. So I'm on the way to go save him, I guess. But yeah, I'll give you Stephen. I see you in a second, so this should be interesting. There he is, broken. Oh no, what happened, Mr. Drifter?
My car broke. My clutch stopped working. Just out of nowhere. I can't believe it, eh? I cannot believe it. At least it happened reasonably close to home. You know, I called you and I could see the phone ringing on the cameras. I could see your phone lighting up and I could see you just laying there. But I could see the phone ringing and I'm thinking, wake up, wake up.
You might not even need me to be here. So...
yeah, because of my ingenuity and practical, like MacGyver-esque skills, I might be able to get... no, well, I actually am. I'm getting a new one delivered by my dad. Yeah, but I managed to get the order in time for them to leave it outside. So they're going to leave it outside for him to get, and then we'll grab it and bring it here and then we'll change it. Bleed the clutch.
Here.
Right here. If you have a look down here, watch the clutch pedal, right? Oh. Yeah, that's not meant to happen. Oh, hang on. That's not meant to happen. So what happens is, it's like high pressure hydraulics, right? So you push on the clutch, which presses basically, it's the master cylinder, which is basically like a hydraulic piston controlled by your foot. So you push the clutch pedal, which pushes on the piston in the master cylinder, and that piston compresses clutch fluid, hydraulic fluid basically, through a line down over to a slave cylinder, which, yeah, I know, distraction, right? He's just having a walkabout. So clutch, he's distracting me. So clutch pedal in pushes on a piston, which then pushes high pressure liquid through a line, and out the other side of that line is another piston called a slave cylinder. So master cylinder, slave cylinder. So the master pushes liquid over to the slave cylinder, which is another piston that pushes on a rod, and that rod engages and disengages the clutch. So what's happened is that slave cylinder that bolts to the side of the gearbox has shit the bed. It leaked all its oil out. Like it was 80 k's there an hour, and I went to change from like 4th to 5th, and I'm like, oh, that felt weird. Like the clutch didn't feel, like out of nowhere, it just felt like it had air in it, like it was before, right? And I'm like, oh, that's weird. And then I went to put it in neutral as I'm slowing down to the traffic lights. I'm like, oh shit, like the clutch didn't work, and it did that. I went, oh shit, and I managed to just like, but it didn't do it like that badly, right? It must have had a little bit of fluid left in it. So I managed to just get it out of gear. So I was rolling, and I pulled it up here. And then while it's been sitting here, I'm like, fuck, it had a little bit of pressure right at the end, a little bit of fluid left, I guess, right at the end of the pedal travel. So I'm like, trying to push, I'm thinking, is there air? Let me just see if I can work it a bit better. And it felt good, but then it just didn't come right. Like it was getting good, it went bad, it went good. And then I'm like, okay, let me have a look. And then I could see that there was a little bit of oil fluid leaking out of the slave cylinder. There's a rubber boot there, like a CV boot, like out of a CV shaft type thing to hold to protect that cylinder. And I pulled the rubber boot back, and just all of this oil and hydraulic fluid just fucking went up down my arm. It just all leaked out. And then I checked in the reservoir for the master, and it was all empty. There was no fluid left. Like, great, awesome.
He's having the time of his life.
If this was automatic, I wouldn't have this issue.
Sure.
This is my XD heavy duty high clamp load clutch. Everyone, this guy is called Zeus. So, yeah.
He's gonna be part of the channel now. He's gonna come camping, fix all the cars.
Yeah.
He ordered a clutch, but this came instead. I don't know what happened in shipping. What happened?
Those bloody Oz Post guys, man, they're pretty wild.
They got a bit confused, didn't they? Anyway, I've just moved my car. Zeus is hanging out with the aircon on. Isn't that right, Zeus? Have some fun in here. The aircon is on.
Unbelievable. Oh, this is unbelievable. At least you know what they say, like it doesn't happen at the most convenient place. Well, look, I don't know if I want my car to break down. This is a pretty convenient place for it to break down. It's close to home. Oh yeah, I don't even need jacks to get it off. Alright, what size are you? Damn. Tell you what, that fluid needs changing too. Lucky we're changing it now. That's good. What a convenient. You know what? I needed to change the clutch fluid apparently because it's pretty dirty. It's a pretty good excuse to change the clutch fluid. Oh, there's a grommet out. I'm going to fix that while I'm here. I knew there was a reason it broke down. This bolt is red hot. Look at the state of that fluid. That should not be. That fluid is actually, you know what? I don't know if I've ever changed it in the years that I've. Yeah, wow. It's actually like,
that'd be from the exhaust.
it's red hot. It's red hot.
Drop it. Yeah, drop it.
Ah, ooh, that's hot. Because the exhaust goes right around. So what happens is, you push on the clutch, pushes the master cylinder. The master cylinder pushes on the liquid, high pressure fluid, and that high pressure fluid goes into here. And this is another cylinder. That pressured fluid pushes on a cylinder, which then pushes on that out, engages and disengages the clutch. And obviously you can see from all the oil, this is what I'm saying, I took that off. Oh shit. See, I did this and just, look, you see that? Yep. Just pissing out everywhere. Look at the state of the fluid. It's black. So that's what happened. So that's shit to bed. So
you should report that back to the owner.
Oh, that way.
Yep.
How lucky was that, eh? That's the new one.
Yep.
That's red hot, burning my fingers. But because of my ingenuity and my persistiveness, I managed to get a new one. Literally, you know, the closest place I could get one had one. So that. And you know what's funny? My old man called up, and they didn't. According to that, they didn't actually have one. But according to me, they had one when they told me over the phone.
Is it two different people?
No, same bloke. It was the same guy too. Can you believe that? We're calling for the same thing. Hey, this is what's going on. I told him. I said, man, it's had an engine conversion. The rego won't work.
I bought a camp chair. I've got some cold water.
Did you actually?
I've got the fridge on. I bought soap too.
Yeah. Well, there you go. See, can wash up everything. Look, I've got a clutch that works again. It doesn't go, you know. Anyway, we made it home. I made it home. So I managed to get the replacement part in time, got it to me, replaced it, bled it, made it home. That went, for a roadside breakdown, that went as smooth as you'd probably want it to be completely honest. That was more like a bit more than a slight inconvenience, if anything. So I'm gonna show you what I replaced. See if we can make this episode a bit informational for you guys. What I actually replaced was, let's see if we can focus that there with the two bolts, which is just behind the exhaust manifold, the dump pipe, which is that there. So that is the clutch fork. That connects to the pressure plate on the clutch inside the gearbox bell housing. This connects to the master cylinder, which then connects to the pedal. So that shaft moves back and forth, and that movement of the shaft is what actually allows you to take it out of gear and back into another gear. So that is what stopped working. So we replaced that because the seal that's behind this rubber piece here was all leaking and stuff. So we replaced that, and yeah, got that replaced, all done, working, back home, car's back working. It's actually working better than it was before. Pedals nice and smooth, because that old one would have been, well, is the original one. So damn, eh? That was a bit unexpected, inconvenient, a bit hot, but you can't really pick and choose when these sorts of things happen, really. Back to the studio.